Is it just me? Is it us? Is it us or this bourbon? What's wrong?
It's the bourbon. It's never us.
Okay.
Welcome to the channel, bringing a real-world perspective to the real-world whiskey consumer.
And welcome to our head-to-head matchups, where we are going to randomly select one of these unknown pairs from our sample pool, taste them totally double blind. That way you get the most honest opinions possible on both pours. Let's run our randomizer, see which one we're tasting today.
Number 8.
Number 8. I think last week was number 8
Yeah.
too. Boy, we're on a roll. All right, 9 in the front row. This is number 8. We'll get these poured and be back with our first impressions on both glasses. All right, we got our mess cleaned up. Let's get right into the nose on glass 1.
I'm getting a lot of like regular bourbon smells, caramel, vanilla. I am getting like a slight hint of wind. Like I was gonna say air, but it's moving air.
Okay.
So wind.
All right, there you
Like
go.
there's like a earthiness, like an outside vibe I'm getting to.
Yeah, when I first smelled this, the first thing that popped into my head was sweet, sweet caramel.
It's really heavy on the caramel.
Yeah, classic bourbon, heavy on the caramel. Let's get into the palate.
Whoa, it's a lot brighter than I expected. Sorry, I had to talk through that.
Yeah, wow, that is very bright. It's still sweet caramel, vanilla oak, classic bourbon, very traditional flavor profile. I wonder if that's youth or something, because it's coming through real bright, a little sharp.
A little sharp,
Doesn't seem high proof necessarily, but it seems sharp.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is higher proof than I think.
Another sip.
Okay, let's get into it.
It's still sharp. It's oddly sharp.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
it's caramel and nuttiness are the predominant notes that I'm getting in glass 1. And that nuttiness is kind of just like a straight up peanut butter, caramel sandwich, basically.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I might need to clear my palate before we get into glass 2.
Yeah.
I will say it drinks what? 90, 100 proof?
I don't know though.
Maybe 100 proof. It seems like it's got some flavor. It's not weak on flavor.
Right. And the sharpness is kind of throwing me off and probably making me think it's a little higher proof than it actually is.
Yeah.
Because I equate like pain with proof, and I'm in a little bit of pain right now.
Yeah, and I don't know about that glass. I'm really interested to get into glass 2 now to see what we've got going with this head to head. Let's get into it on the nose.
I feel like this is different, but then at the same time kind of similar.
Yeah.
Like it has the caramel, it has the wind smell too. It smells kind of airy. Like I don't know how to describe it other than when you go outside and you smell the air.
General earthiness, I would say.
Yeah, it's not like dirt. It's not like, it's just the air. But there's some of that there, but I hope it's not as sharp.
Yeah, this one is not as caramel forward on the nose as glass 1. It's also not as jumping out of the glass as glass 1 either. It's just not giving me quite as much. Yeah. It's kind of the same flavor profile, it's seemingly on the nose.
Yeah, like in the same family, like cousins.
Let's get it on the palate.
Definitely not as sharp.
Yeah.
It's a little bit dry and pretty light on like the palate. It's light on flavor compared to glass 1, but it's a good flavor. But the palate's light. The liquid itself is light.
Yeah. The body doesn't seem to be as dense as glass 1.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
The flavor might be a little bit more preferable to me. It doesn't quite have that sharpness. It still is in that kind of dark caramel vanilla oak traditional bourbon flavor profile. Yeah. I'd be stunned if these weren't 2 Kentucky bourbons. Neither one of them are blowing me away personally right off the first bat. We'll take some time with them, but let's get into another sip on glass 2 before we get into that.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty solid bourbon. Nothing is jumping out at me in a good way or a bad way. It's pretty like down home plate. Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I think both of these probably taste a lot like 100 other bourbons I've ever tried over the years. Like, they're not bowling me over with anything remarkable in either glass, at least on first impressions right here. But we are going to take some time, clear our palate, start with the second glass, go back to the first, and really give each glass its proper due before we give you guys our final assessment. We're going to do that now. We'll be right back. All right, that didn't take very long. We tried them. We
came, we saw, we conquered.
I guess so, yeah.
Yep.
What do you think about these two? Let's talk about it.
To me, they taste similar yet different. They taste like they're in the same family. And my assessment is that this one is the slightly more mature, older cousin of this one. This one's a little bit young and feisty because she doesn't know any better. And then this one is going to teach her how to behave eventually.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I have ratings.
You had a favorite for glass 2.
So glass 2 gets a thumbs up. Glass 1 gets it just okay.
And it's an easy choice for you to pick glass 2.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, these are both just okay for me. They are very similar in a lot of ways. There's only some slight differences. Glass 1 is a little sharper.
Yeah.
I just didn't really love either one of them. They feel like a lot of other bourbon I've had over the years. That's the just okay is...
Can I clarify?
Yeah.
This one got a thumbs up because it's good, but it's also in the family of other good bourbons.
Right.
Like it's for this one, it's going to come down to price.
Yeah, that's fair. To me, I'm just okay because I don't have to have a bottle of either one of these, but I, like you, if the price is right on either one of these, that could change my rating. The price is right, you know.
It's a great game show.
Come on down. Let's check the sample jars and see which ones these are in our blind sample key. So glass 1 is number 18 and glass 2 is number 17. We're both just okay on glass 1. Your thumbs up on glass 2. I'm just okay on glass 2. Glass number 1 in our sample key is
$50.
I'm staying just okay at that. Watch these be rare breed or something.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that be something? I'm staying just okay as well.
Okay. And then glass number 2 is
$50.
I'm going to stay just okay. Like, I don't have to have either one of these, personally speaking.
And I
like them fine. Tastes like good Kentucky bourbon.
I'm going to stay thumbs up on glass 2 because $50 I feel like is a fair price point for what you get, with the caveat that I could get other $50 bourbons that are more in my wheelhouse than this one, but that doesn't mean this one's not good.
Yeah.
I do enjoy this one. It's just okay.
Right.
Like, it's
You're going to need that to tell us what they are.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, I will say, just smelling these just now reminded me off camera, I started picking up a little bit of like a caramel covered apple in both of them. Just this one is a little bit more like a caramel covered green apple. It's got a little bit more sharpness and tartness there. Whereas glass 2 is like more of a caramel covered red apple. That was really the only difference I had going with both of these. Like I said, pretty standard Kentucky bourbon.
Okay.
They're both fine. I just don't have to have a bottle of either one. That's why I'm just okay. Doesn't mean I don't like them. What are we working with? What is glass 1?
It was number 18. I'm sorry.
Number 18,
okay.
glass 1.
Glass 1 is... Sorry, I saw the other one. The glass 1 is Knob Creek Single Barrel.
That's 120 proof?
Yeah.
What?
And glass 2 is Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
Wow.
You called it.
There you go. That just goes, I mean, first off, let's be clear with what we're working with here. These are both very classic Kentucky bourbon.
They are.
It's no surprise that they taste like a lot of other Kentucky bourbon. These are
my gosh, yeah.
about as quintessential of Kentucky bourbon as you can get.
Yeah.
And I love that this is happening because this just goes to show you that on different days, things hit your palate differently.
Yeah.
Because there have been times where Knob Creek has beat Elijah Craig Barrel Proof for us.
Yep.
There's been times where Rare Breed has beat
Everything.
Stag Jr. and George T. Stagg and all kinds of stuff for us, like on a flavor profile preference standpoint. And then today, here we are tasting these things. Me after a Sunday afternoon nap, you after watching some, Netflix
series,
show that you were watching. We're both just doing our thing today, and then we come in here and we film this, and neither one of them are really striking us as amazing today. Like we said, we're good. It doesn't mean we don't like them. They're just...
Which just goes to, like, reiterate the subjective nature of bourbon.
Right.
Because these would be... Knowing I was drinking these would be 2 of my favorites. Like Knob Creek, we've had really good Knob Creeks that I've loved. And if you watch this channel at all, you know we are Rare Breed fans. So they're just not hitting us the way they normally hit us today. And that's okay. We still love them.
Yeah, we do. for the money, it's worth buying one of each and seeing if you even like it or not.
Yeah.
And it's also worth noting in this particular episode that if you try something on one day and you don't like it, come back to it. Come back to it
if you've
a couple of times over the course of time.
If you've already spent the money on the bottle, I think it's worth it to try it over a period of time to see if the bottle opens up after it's been, after you've poured some out of it, or if your palate changes. And if you get through a bottle and you don't ever like it, then hey, that's not for me. And then you can roll that out going forward.
I'm drinking both of them right now. I can't say that either of them are hitting me in the same way that they normally do.
Yeah.
Now knowing what they are, being totally honest, like, they're not blowing me away right now. Like, I don't love either one of these. Like, I don't know if I said it on or off camera. I said I wouldn't be mad at another glass of either one of these, but I also don't really have to have a bottle either. But we do like having a bottle of both of these around because a lot of times they do hit us as really good. And sometimes they even hit us as something kind of special in blind tastings. More particularly, but
wow, why is it so sharp?
Fascinating. I think it's that nuttiness that I was picking up on.
Yeah.
Like that, it's this particular single barrel, and Knob Creek 120 proofs are single barrels. This particular one, I think, is a little sharp and nutty compared to some of the other Knob Creek picks that we've gotten. The Knob Creek picks that I tend to like the most are the ones that have a little bit of a black cherry note in them. And this one doesn't have that. It's just kind of all caramel and nuttiness.
Right.
Whereas the Rare Breed today, wow, I am stunned this is Rare Breed.
Yeah. I will say that, so the Knob Creek is 120 proof. The Rare Breed is like 116 proof.
0.8, yeah.
And both of these don't drink that high proof.
They're not drinking that high to me, no.
Which is always like amazing to me when something is a little higher proof and it doesn't drink that way. I'm always impressed.
Yeah, we definitely get that with Rare Breed a lot. It drinks underproof for us in blinds. But then Knob Creek to come through and drink underproof like this, both of these seemed like they were in the 100 something range.
Yeah.
Like 108, 100.
Between 105 and 110.
This being a Knob Creek 120 proof, if you would have told me this was a Baker's at 108 or 7 proof or whatever Baker's is, I think it's 107, I'd have believed you all day long.
Gotcha.
That does not seem 120-ish. But I'm more surprised by Rare Breed.
Yeah. I think we've said all we can say on these today. Otherwise, we're just going to be saying the same thing.
Yeah. Very interesting. Hopefully it was entertaining and informative. And hopefully we highlighted the way that different things can hit your palates differently on different days.
Yeah, for sure.
Very fascinating.
And if you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up. Give it a like.
I beat her to the thumbs up.
I know you did. That's okay. It's all good. And if you haven't subscribed and you'd like to subscribe, do it. Like, you know how to do it. And then also hit that bell icon while you're there subscribing so that way you're notified whenever we post a video or have our monthly live stream.
Yep, that's it for this one. Be good to each other. And until next time, cheers.
You said, watch us be wild turkey Rare Breed.
I could tell they were really classic and they were good,
classic.
But they just were all right. Like, it was fine.
This one was just too sharp for me to get past it.
Yeah.
And then this one was it was like regular Kentucky bourbon. And I'm like, I can get regular Kentucky bourbon anytime. But then the $50 price point, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stay at thumbs up because that's a fair price for regular Kentucky bourbon.
And now knowing what you're getting with like that high of a proof point and that low of a price.
But I didn't at that time.
Make these both great value buys, which is what we should have said during the episode, and we didn't.
I think people will get that though.
Yeah. I think the more helpful information is that, one, I'm an idiot, and two...
You're not an idiot. Why are you an idiot?
Just because. And then two, these are both like the way that something that you love can strike you great one day and just be fine the next.
Is that how you feel about me?
No. You're great all the time.